Okay, that should work. Well, I guess we could start now.
All right.
All right.
You lead the way because
yeah.
I will
No,
widely inexperienced in this sort of thing.
it's okay. I've only did it yesterday.
Okay, so give me a countdown.
No, it's okay. I'll start you off. Okay, welcome to the Lucky and Wild show. I'm your host, Radical Nine's Dinosaur, and my guess is, what's your name? What
Abigail.
Do you want to go by? Okay.
I just screamed it at you. But anyway, thank you for having me. I'm very honored.
No problem. It's like I don't know. Hopefully, it won't be a one-time deal, but we'll see.
It's a Sunday deal, as far as I'm concerned.
It's very much a Sunday deal. I really wish we could do this on a Friday so I can make a joke, but when we get there, we'll make that joke.
Radical Sundays it is.
Radical Sundays. Wait, I don't think that's a good thing to say.
Alright.
No, it's okay. We'll keep rolling with it. That's how the show goes.
No, it's because there's like a Radical Rex on.
That's true.
My screen, at least.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what happened?
My computer changed.
Oh, what happened?
It's being all wonky. That's okay. Let's see if I can get back on. Okay, there you go. Okay, I got it fixed.
Okay, sweet. So, are we starting over?
No, we keep going. This is how the show goes. It's like whatever happens, we keep it on. We keep rolling for the viewer, no matter who they are. So, pretty much today, I guess we're gonna be doodling some pictures. And Abigail decided to draw a dinosaur, and while she's doing that, I'm gonna be drawing a raccoon.
Yes, and we'll be talking about whatever I'm here for.
So I guess the timeline for the podcast is going to be we're going to be talking about Studio Trigger anime. Basically, like a really good anime studio that
I've seen a trigger.
Yeah, basically
a trigger or two.
I love my triggers.
Yeah. So I've seen a few of their shows and movies. I won't say I'm a connoisseur of trigger, but I'm not. I guess I'll just say I'm not. I've tested the waters.
I would try. I wouldn't want to say I'm a connoisseur, but if I did, I'd sound like a douchebag. But too far.
I don't know. You edit. This is your podcast.
Yeah, it's whatever goes. It's like a combination of Space Ghost.
PG-13 rating.
It is a combination of hopefully Space Ghost, Eric Andre, and whatever good Adult Swim properties came out before 2005.
Oh, in that case. You can add some.
We can get weird. We can get weird.
Noises.
Yeah, we could, but I don't because it's the internet, and I could say the F-bombs. I said it yesterday.
We have derailed.
We have definitely derailed, but that's okay.
All right.
So hey, how about that? Speaking of derailing, how about an Inferno Cop?
Inferno Cop. Oh, was that from Promare?
No, it was another Studio Trigger show.
I have not seen it or heard of it.
Basically, like the premise of it is that it's like really cheap budget animation, but it still looks cool because that's how Studio Trigger does it. No matter what their budget is, they try to make it look cool.
It's all very stylized. I think that's why they get away with it.
Yeah, even though like Inferno Cop is just like one big shitpost.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Like,
hold on, I have a phone with me. It's all at my disposal.
I could really just send. I'll send you a GIF.
No, I can see it.
Yeah.
Uh,
So it's like just a really cheap animated show, but they make something out of it,
oh
and
wow.
it's bonkers.
It looks like it was all photoshopped.
Yeah, it was just like they just grab Photoshop and then they press record, like what I'm
Well,
doing.
was it successful?
Yeah, yeah, kind of.
All right. All right
It
then.
quote unquote saved anime.
It saved anime,
It saved anime. It was the Kill a Kill before Kill a Kill.
which I still haven't seen either.
Oh man, good. This is gonna be. I forgot. This is gonna be a good start.
Okay. What's first on the chopping block?
So first on chopping block, I guess it's we're gonna talk about Netflix's new movie. Nah, Trigger's movie premiere came out.
Was that a jab at Netflix?
Well, I don't know, cause like Netflix gets a lot of stuff.
Okay, let's not derail again.
Welcome to the derailment cast.
So Promare,
Yeah,
I've
it's a
seen it. I
premiere.
loved it.
It's a great
I
movie.
I went and took my best friend, who, as far as I'm concerned, has never seen an anime.
That's weird.
I I also took my little brother, who's only like 4 years younger than me, and at this point he's like 17. So then I took my dad, and they had no idea what they were getting into until like 5 minutes before we sat down. I was all like, guys, we're watching an anime movie.
And were they
Needless
like,
to say, they were surprised, but they really liked it. I have never seen an anime in theaters, before My Hero, so it was a good experience. It was surreal. I don't mean to like be too expressive about it, but
be a big
I
fan
really
about
loved
it?
it.
Be a
But
big
I
Studio
was a
Trigger
big
fan?
fan. I was a big fan. I really
Exactly,
liked it.
yeah. You just watch that and then you're a Studio Trigger fan. You just need to like one of their things and you'll be a fan.
No,
It,
no,
it doesn't
don't worry. I
matter.
was already a fan.
Yeah.
Like, I saw SS Gridman, and it was different experience compared to like some of the other anime shows I've watched. Not in a bad way. It was just like ah, campy guys in suits sort of deal, but
Like
animated.
like like the Ultraman or
Power
like Power
Rangers.
Rangers, yeah, but instead the Power Ranger grows into a giant robot. They
Yeah.
become the giant robot basically.
Also, like the characters, it was hard to explain their deal, but it was really funny. Like, I saw a lot of their humor in the movie, but in the end, it was like I don't know how to say I enjoyed it in other words.
Um, I don't know. Like, I guess like the main thing that I know about Promare is that it was hype. Like
It
that's the
was
thing.
really hyped.
Yeah.
It was like
Like that.
I think that,
Like you'll have fun, and especially if that's the first thing. If you never watched Studio Trigger before, like you're gonna love that.
but also it was like the consensus was you have to go see it or you never will.
Uh, basically, yeah, because even right now with this whole entire like quarantine thing, like we can't really go to a theater or like they're not. I doubt they're going to be distributing anything anytime soon.
Well, I think the main thing was that when it came out, it was like foreign films, especially animated foreign films, don't exactly have a long shelf life in theaters. So
Except,
it'd be out for a week and then it would be it. So I was I didn't really see that happening in Texas. So I was surprised when I saw a showing, and I immediately bought tickets, and I was like, we're gonna watch this. And I don't know, it was a great experience.
I got super lucky because I didn't watch it the first time. I watched it the second time it came out, which is
Yeah, I
weird
missed that showing.
like U.S. audiences, because it's like you don't when the movie comes out, it comes out, and then the DVD comes out.
Yeah, I was surprised too. They deserved it. They really deserved the reception they got. Like it was explosive.
Yeah.
I think what was something that happened?
I
Go on,
mean,
I'm rambling.
I guess we can go into spoilers as well,
It will be
but
no issue.
I mean, like, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to like praise the thing without trying to gush over it, I guess. Where
Oh,
it's
there's
like,
plenty to gush about.
because man, that volcano scene, that's art. If you wanna see like art, then just go watch that movie and you'll get like, it's like almost everything looks like a poster basically. Like,
yeah, like all the stills I saw were very artistic. The fire, their choice was really cool. It is not what you expect. And also,
have you
I
seen?
watched the dub.
Yeah, I watched the dub too because I didn't want to read while I'm watching it. That dub was not that dub was actually pretty good.
I love the pause. Like, you know how he's like, I'm the number one, and then there's like a 15-second pause and it says idiot. That was really funny.
I didn't catch that, but now I need to see that just makes me need to go watch it again.
It was at the end, but it was like really funny. Oh my gosh, I had a lot of fun. I also thought that one of the main characters was a girl.
For a second I thought that too when the previews came out, and then it's like,
but
no,
then
that's a boy.
I saw the rest of the outfit and I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, interesting choice in outfit. And then that's when I realized, I'm like, I'm a fool. It's more than that. Should we go into deeper topics? Racism.
Sure, we can go about the whole entire how the plot's about racism. Those dirty firebenders. Hey, all you need to know is that fire people bad and they just need to burn.
Oh no. Let's not go there.
But but that was the point. I mean, no, that wasn't the point. But like in the ending, that's what happens, is that they had to burn out.
I was kind of confused about, like, they never really showed what happens when they don't have a chance. Well, actually, they do. They explode.
Yeah, they explode, and then like everything goes to shit, and then like people are like, "Oh my god, why are people blowing up? People are just randomly getting caught on fire."
Yeah.
But then it turns out that just it's because they had to. It's because they had to let that fire burn, like in a controlled kind of way.
But also, it was fire given to them by an alternate dimension species.
By the Studio Triggerverse.
Yes. So I'm not like knowledgeable and all that, but there's a lot of good commentary about it. So I'd rather just turn to them about it. So
that's like the first movie where I saw a behind the scenes of watching the directors talk to each other in a movie theater. Like after the credits. Oh, and the sing along.
What are you talking about?
You didn't stay for the credits?
No.
You should have. So after the credits, they're like, please stay after the credits.
Marvel.
Yeah, they're like, please stay after the credits. We'll do like a sing along, and then after they play the theme song for premiere.
No one told me that.
You should have stayed, and he even tells you like when the movie ends, it's like, please stay after the credits.
Shut up! No
maybe
way.
okay, maybe it was only the second time they did the screening, but like when the movie was over, I mean, I knew something was gonna happen, but then the thing says, "Please stay for them for a sing along," and like it was really awkward. But then everyone started singing in my theater.
Pixar didn't happen. Like that's insanity. That
It was
had to
great.
be. It had to be a special screening. But that reminds me of a point that I totally dropped because I forgot about it. Do you recall when they in Japan they had a screening for English dub?
They did.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Apparently the reception was so good that they wanted to see or hear really what the characters sounded like in English. So you got to see a Japanese film in Japan theaters in English dub for no other reason
That's great.
than to just listen to them.
See more. We need to get rid of that boundary. We need to get rid of that ocean and the water
Yeah.
and just let
Thanks,
Japan.
Premiere.
Well, we need to replace California with Japan. There you go. I said it.
Oh, jeez. All right. I don't think there's anything else I could say about it that I haven't already said.
So you watch Gurren Lagann, right?
No, but the
Did you-
characters are amazing. I love their design. I could.
So the thing about like Gurren is that the you know how they got like the big bad guy mech when Kamino's around.
Okay, I only know a few names.
The guy with the blue spiky hair. He looks like Gallo.
Okay.
That guy.
Yeah.
He's like, don't believe in the me that believes in you, or believe in the me, or don't believe in the you that believes in you. Believe in the me that believes in you. And
That's a lot of words.
Yeah. It's really Japanese. But if you look at the mech from Promare and then you look at the bad guy mech in Gurren Lagann, you're gonna be like, holy shit, this is just the prelude to the mech for Gurren Lagann.
I believe it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not confirmed or anything. It's just, I'm pretty sure it's just Studio Trigger using their stuff. Because those are the guys that's the studio that made Gurren Lagann.
Well, yeah, I think so. A lot of it was inspired, I think. Like the whole studio has a style that is so distinct. Like they don't all look the same, but you can tell just by the way they stretch or the way they move or the way they're colored. That is their trademark. It's beautiful.
You need to go watch more. You need to go watch more Studio Trigger stuff.
Are you saying I'm wrong?
No, I'm saying that you're right, but you're just gushing right now. You need to go watch more Studio Trigger stuff.
I do. It's a shame.
It is a damn shame. I'm trying to show you the mech. All right, tell me that doesn't look like the mech from Promare.
Did you send it?
Yeah, I sent it on Discord.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like that's just the mech.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know what I'm drawing anymore.
Well, I can't tell.
I know, it sucks. The
But you know what's
really
funny?
bad.
I did end up drawing Gurren Lagann characters, but like totally different reason. I had no context. So that's where I'm at.
Oh,
but
man.
it looks beautiful, it looks fun, and I probably will watch it at some point and then bother you about it later.
You need to, but oh man. I recommend watching the movies. Watch the 2-hour, like there's like 2-hour movies, and
Wait,
I say
what
go
came
watch
first?
those. The anime. The anime came first.
I should probably watch that then, right?
Yeah. Well, no, because it's the movies are the same thing. It's just that there's slight differences, but it's not like
So they're better?
the movies are better. They're way better. It's like that thing got so popular that they got another budget, and then they made an OVA, and then the OVA was like the best damn thing ever compared to like the actual anime.
Oh. Okay, that's a little backwards, but thank you for telling me. I don't have to wait 24 episodes of anime.
Like, I mean, it's sad to say, but I say forget watching the anime. Go watch the movies. And then the only reason why you go watch the anime is because, like, I don't know. I guess you just miss the typical anime beach episode / bathhouse episode.
Oh yeah,
that's the only difference.
Those.
That's the only That's the only thing you're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out on the bathhouse episode.
I'm sure a bunch of hijinks happen.
Hey, they still got the robots, so they still got the robots. That's what happens. I don't even remember it. That's the funny bit. Well, I remember the movies more than the anime.
Well, we should probably talk about something else then.
I mean, we could still. I mean, what was the other thing?
What was the other thing?
It was. What was Promare? Now we should just gush about.
Okay, maybe I should talk to you about something you haven't seen. Apparently.
All right, what is it?
SS Gridman.
No, I've seen it.
Oh, you have?
So we could talk about SS Gridman too.
Wait.
Which I will happily. So, do you
wait, it's Trigger, right?
Yeah, it's Studio Trigger. It's Studio Trigger.
Okay, thank you. I thought I was talking like an idiot.
No, no, you're not crazy. Okay, you may be crazy, but by thinking that, you're not that crazy.
Okay.
So, let me ask you this. I mean, I know the answer, but do you like Transformers?
I do.
Do you like the idea that Optimus Prime was a bad guy and Megatron was a good guy?
Dude, I already know. Dude. Because I was there in 2014. I was reading all about this Transformers. Starscream's my favorite character. And guess what? There is a good guy universe where all the Decepticons, which all happen to be my favorite characters, are good guys. And there was a comic about it. And apparently, I'm not the only one who liked it. Because the design director of this freaking movie show, or rather TV series, liked it so much, it's in all his characters. I cannot believe.
Okay, I didn't know that like it was in everything that this guy made.
No, not everything that he made. Everything in the show, down to the character designs. It's like, insanity.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's let's just get this thing that already exists, and we make them cute anime people.
I want to be him. I want to have that power to just like this obscure thing that I really like. I'm going to incorporate in my character, and they'll never know, but they did. It was bizarre, but they did.
Hey, that's the life goal. Trick America into thinking that you made this like hot new idea when really it's just mecha.
It truly is. It really is. They're really fun characters. Like they're really fun to draw.
And it's still same thing as with the Gridman series, which was already a series from like the 90s. Was it 90s?
It was old.
It was old. It was, and it came to America, and they called it Super Samurai Troopers, where the 4S is come from SSS Gridman.
Yeah. Well, this show made me a Trigger fan, and I was kind of sad because I didn't really see a lot of people. But it was only because the main character girls was pretty.
Because it was eye candy.
Guess for what reason?
Yeah, for the butts.
No.
Oh.
She had thighs.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was when the internet had still started their obsession with thighs.
And
and the
but
thigh
like
fat.
That's all I heard of the show. And then Promare showed up, and of course I'm still excited, but like I loved Gridman. I was like, it's like bittersweet.
It's I mean, I can't say it entirely sucks that like SSS Gridman was like your starting for Trigger, because I mean it's not. I'm not like dissing.
I mean,
if
everything else is golden, then I'm having a better time.
Yeah, basically, like that's not that was. Well, I don't know about the one dinosaur mecha anime. Oof, that was that I didn't like that one for sure. But man, I really did not like that show. What was it? Darling in the Franxx.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you
that
like
one?
it?
No, I hated it. I wanted robots. They gave me mellow school drama and propaganda for Japanese children to have more children.
What? What?
So
are you sure you want this in your podcast?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll put it out there. Okay, so the Prime Minister of Japan, Shinzo Abe, who has been named into the Prime Minister that wants Japan's population to grow, to start regrowing.
I did like hear there was an issue.
Yeah, so there's an issue, apparently, and then the Prime Minister really wants those kids to start having babies.
No, so not kids. Don't say kids. Just say younger.
Man. They're trying to get teenagers. They're trying to get teenagers.
Why teenagers? Why not like adults?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I guess because adults are a lost cause or something. But they're trying to use the powers of anime to make all the otakus get out of their apartment buildings and then start hooking up with chicks.
Bro, why do you think they're otakus to begin with?
Exactly, which is
this won't work.
I know, exactly. You're not. There's literal memes where it's like, "I'm gonna be real with you, Prime Minister of Japan Shinzo Abe. This will not repopulate the. This will not help the repopulation of Japan."
I think we need to move on.
Well, yeah, we can. But it was just a show that was more about like teenage melodrama. I don't know. I don't really watch that much like teenager shows like that. So I'm gonna just say it's like Degrassi, but with mechs. That's the closest thing I can think of.
That sounds really interesting.
I don't know. I guess if you like the teenage dramas and stuff, no. And
one of the guys, I think that time has passed. I know the internet had a meltdown about it, so I don't think I'll be watching it.
No, I'm just warning you. I'm warning anyone who listens. Do not watch Darling in the Franxx. I mean, I guess go ahead and watch it if you want to watch it for the pink-haired girl, but you're not going to get your mecha fill. You're not going to get the Studio Trigger.
He was cute, but I don't think it was worth.
No, it's not.
Watching an entire show for.
Let's segue into the next big Trigger hit. I say go rather go watch Panty and Stocking.
I think I remember someone say that Trigger giveth and then taketh away, because I think in the same year that they had Darling in the Franxx, they had Gridman. So
I think that was like, after. It was like after Darling in the Franxx, then Gridman happened, and then it's like, yeah, we can like you again, Trigger.
Yeah, I do remember that. So like they had a lot of loose footing, but
yeah, it was.
I think I like that for being what it was. It's like, I don't know if this is too Western to say, but like the of anime.
It's the what of anime?
The DreamWorks of anime.
I would say, oh wait, no, that's a video game studio. It's the Titmouse of anime.
I don't know what that is.
They're like the guys who are like, they make like quality animation. The latest thing, they usually make like cartoons for like everybody, I guess you could say. Like they're like a really high, they're a really high quality animation studio. In fact, their latest work right now came out is some Netflix Netflix cartoon about this guy in space doing a space cast.
Wait. Did they animate One Punch season 2?
No, it's Titmouse. Who, Trigger or Titmouse?
No, who animated One Punch season 2?
JC Staff?
Okay. Well,
It
no,
was...
I think it had a bigger name than that, didn't it?
I know it was not the quality.
No, it was not.
It was not the quality animation studio.
Let's see who gets
it
the answer first.
It was definitely not. Who was it? But man, I mean, it was a letdown. It was definitely a letdown.
Yeah, I took my dad and we saw the entire season 1 of One Punch Man. We're getting him into anime, so we're going through all the basics. And he was excited because it ended on a cliffhanger, and he's like, "So season 2's out, right?" And my brother and I are kind of at a standstill because, personally, I think if One Punch Man is coming back for a 3rd season, then he'd kind of need to watch it. I don't think he has the patience to read a comic book, even though I think it's beautiful and I love it. I don't know if he'd read it. So,
I mean, if he's not into comic books, then I would say just
sit through it. Yeah.
Yeah, just go watch the show.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, it's not like there's actually a
also you were right
thing going on. Yeah, it's JC Staff.
Yeah.
They didn't. They're. You can tell sometimes the animation studio or which anime studio is doing what. Pretty bad.
It's like jarring because you're like thinking of all the times where like animations like exceed your expectations of what an animated show would look like.
Yeah.
It didn't like still get terrible stuff. But yeah, I think it's a lot of variety.
It very much is.
And you know what? It's great. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Speaking of animation quality.
Hey, you know what I would trade for the world?
What?
Panty and Stocking Season 2.
I heard. What was that?
So, it's another studio, well, it was Gainax, but it was...
No, I know what it is.
Okay.
It's a beautiful animation with,
with raunchy humor.
Yes, and
it make your mother cry.
It's something you'd see honestly on Cartoon Network or Adult Swim. Regards to like animation and stuff.
It did air on Adult Swim, didn't it?
Yeah, it totally did. It had a dub too.
Yeah, that dub, they surprisingly actually did good with the dub. So
it was made to be dubbed. But yeah.
Motherfucker.
Oh my god, you have to bleep this whole thing.
No, it's okay.
Is it?
I don't know, man. I
guess you'll decide, right?
I'll decide. I'll keep it TV friendly. Let's go with that. We can say shit, but we can't say the F-bomb.
Okay. But speaking of animation quality, how does, not to diverge from Trigger, but I'm gonna do it anyway. How do you think My Hero held up the last of the first arc?
Okay, wait, you mean the last arc that happened?
Yes. No, not that one. The Overhaul one.
Overhaul. Okay, remind me which one's Overhaul.
He's the one with the bird mask.
Oh, that guy. Okay, yeah, that guy. It did have quality animation during that last part. I feel like that's the thing where it's you save up your money and then you spend all that money on that last episode for the season.
Yeah, I don't mean, I'm not to say that I know what goes on at Studio Trigger or how this happened, because
Wait,
even
no, that
before,
wasn't. But Studio Trigger wasn't My Hero. That's Studio Bones.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Did I say Trigger?
Yeah, you said Trigger.
I'm sorry, Bones. Uh, getting my animation studios confused.
See, now you got Trigger on your mind.
Yeah, we'll get back to that, don't worry. But I just wanted to say that I don't mean to sound like I'm an expert or that I'm an insider to know why this happens, but maybe it was because they were diverging to movies.
if you wanna talk about that movie, I mean,
No, we don't have to talk about it.
I mean, I could give. I mean, I'll just give like a little of my 2 cents, but it wasn't like, it was the animation was weaker than compared to the first movie.
You kidding?
Only like the first half of the second movie was like, okay, this feels like a regular filler episode, especially animation
you know what? Yeah,
wise.
I'll give them that.
But then once they start getting to the end, then me and my friend, we were literally being those guys in the theater, going like, we were talking to each other, and we were like literally looking at each other. We're like, oh my god, the money! Every time something happened during the ending, it's oh my god, the money.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, that's where all the budget went.
That's where the first half of the movie went.
Yeah, or no, rather the whole series. There was a lot of awkward little cut in betweens in the show, and I was like, that didn't happen in the first season. But you know what? I'm a manga reader, so I have different standards, I guess. So back to Trigger. Ooh, let's wrap this up.
I was mostly just saying we need that Penny Stocking season 2.
Yeah, and it will happen in 20 years.
Yeah, another 20 years. It'll be 2040, and then we'll get it. We'll finally get it.
Yeah.
We'll finally get that show.
Oh my gosh, my cat walked in. Yay! Let's wrap this up. What's one last show we can talk about?
What can we talk about?
Well, I did mention that I watched a little bit of Little Witch Academy.
Little Witch Academia?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Harry Potter, but it's better.
I wouldn't say it's better. It's cute though. It's like My Little Pony.
It's like Harry Potter, but everyone's replaced with a cute anime girl.
And the animation style's so cute. It's so well done as well. Like, that's a lot of effort to put in the series.
It's so weird
because I know how I said before that they take shortcuts with how stylized their look is, but that's not the case for this series. Like, it still looks like Trigger, but a lot of animation went into it, like a lot. Like, it looks seamless almost.
And they're still able to like do the whole Trigger thing, where they get all like the tropes that they've been using throughout their anime.
And it's such a cute series. Like, way to go, basically. It's been a while since they've been just. This seems like more relaxed than their other series. Like, there's still a lot of fantastic stuff that happens.
Like, if you were to think...
This isn't shonen.
Yeah, because that's, like, the one thing that Trigger was doing. This one's really different from everything else that Trigger has done.
Yeah, it really is. I was not expecting it. But, yeah, I think... I watched... it was kind of like a documentary series, but not really. It was just describing what was happening in the video. At the time, they were struggling to meet deadlines.
Oh, like, I saw that.
It was not a really relaxed environment.
Oh, well, I mean, it's just they're animators, and the Japanese animation industries. It's It's really
Listen,
hard.
we totally dropped the ball. And well, we just
We've been
decided
dropping the
to
ball.
diverge into. We decided to diverge to the CGI route, which is why we're really good at CGI now. But in the end, we are no longer animation kings. We will never reach the height of Japan's animation.
It's sad because even like the French are beating us in the animation department.
They are. Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
I say the only thing that's worthwhile is technically, I guess, Klaus on Netflix.
Did you know that the KDA, the music video that League of Legends did?
Yeah.
Entirely French based, like a French studio.
Yeah, no wonder why it looked like that, huh?
Like, I thought it was actually animated in America. I'm like, wow, the budget.
You thought that was America? I thought that was Koreans. America does not animate anything. All they do is just storyboard, and then we get France or Korea to do the rest.
I am so sad about that.
We can do what Netflix's Castlevania did and make it be animated by Texans.
Yeah, there's a market now, but I remember doing a presentation about what I wanted to do with my life, and it would be storyboarding, and I found out a lot about the industry in that way. Like, I always thought I'd kind of break into animation, but now that I think, TMNT, the new animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series, it's Australian, and they, no shame, but they totally were like, okay, was it Nickelodeon?
Yeah, it was Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon gave us the storyboard, and we animate all of it. And I'm like, wow.
yeah. That's how even like the whole entire like, oh my god, it's Avatar. It's the Avatar series. It's all made by Koreans, and maybe some other studios from different countries.
They have maybe 3 or 4, but it's all to save money.
Yeah.
But like, that talent goes somewhere, like, clearly talented.
I mean, I don't know how like Powerhouse Animation like I don't know how much they pay them, but like or the guys that are like that did the Castlevania series, but I mean, because I know like America likes to do things on the cheap. Mm-hmm. So we're just gonna pay the studios that are not in America because of the whole unions and stuff. So we don't have to deal with that. It's basically like Chinese factory workers, in a sense.
Wow.
Yeah. So the animation industry's it's almost like that.
Well, Netflix is now on top despite Mandalorian's reception.
Yeah, that's kind of what Disney Plus has going on for them. But I don't know. I've seen some of their cartoons. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, they're Disney. They have a lot of things.
I enjoy my frog anime. That's a very good frog anime.
Wow. Well, should we end it there? I love frog anime.
I mean, we can still talk about other stuff. Is that the last thing you wanted to like talk about?
Well, food's almost ready.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can call it now.
Let's find a way to finish this up. Like, what's relevant? Okay, we talked about Little Witch Academy. Wanna maybe like comments about where it's heading? Like, do you know?
What, Little Witch Academia?
No, where Trigger's heading.
Oh, Trigger? What are they? What's the? Oh yeah, they're making that furry anime.
Okay, let's talk about their new stuff then.
Yeah.
All right.
Your drawing speed is so much faster than mine. I just basically started on mine, and you're done.
All right, I'm gonna start us off on a new topic. Okay. So, Trigger's doing a lot more. It's still up. They're still doing original ideas, as far as I know. Yeah. I think the first when Beastars came out, B&A, their new series, is like right behind them. I think I heard about it as soon as Promare came out,
I think after Premiere came out, that's when I started having the buzz um about Trigger's new anime coming out.
And I liked it. I really liked the style of it. Like I immediately got Zootopia and Promare vibe from it.
I still
Like
need to watch
not
it.
to say every animal related series or anthropomorphic related series is Zootopia, but
It's too late. It's
it
too late. You
does
already said it.
deal it does deal with adult topics, so it's kind of hard to escape Disney's, stigma on content, really.
They haven't done the deleted polar bear scene though, have they? Well, I'm pretty sure Beastars has.
They were too afraid to do something like that. I think I I had like a Tumblr when this movie came out, so I had a friend who was really into it, so I got all the drama and all the sweet details of what went down. And as far as I know, uh, they didn't. They thought if they went that route with the uh, collars, that nobody would want society to move on. Because at that point, it sort of seems irredeemable. Like
Cause
all the messed up stuff.
yeah, and then there's supposed to be something with furry Shakira.
Like I get it. Like I that the route they went with is a lot safer, and it probably wouldn't be that dark. So I'm not saying it was a better choice, but I understand. It would have been really bold if they went with their original idea. Not as on the nose.
Well, and it's Disney, so they gotta at least play it a little bit safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't want to alienate anybody despite catering to a specific. They
But
want to like address a social or political statement, but still not alienate anybody. So they're very soft about it. I haven't seen all of B&A, so I don't know
I haven't.
exactly where that
I
stigma is going to be.
I was told that it actually I was told it came out earlier on Japanese Netflix, and then they
It
decided
did.
to air it on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I guess it came out technically, like all of it came out, and now they're just airing it on TV.
What was that what was it? Discourse about Netflix holding Beastars hostage.
I Okay, that's news to me. they
I they were I think people don't like how ironically the studio that is all about binging waits until a series is completely out so that you can binge. So
Oh, that's
they
that's
wouldn't
it.
they wouldn't let people watch Beastars until the entire series was out and it was dubbed.
Oh, okay. I mean,
So
that's how things usually happen because they're on
it's
part
how
four of
Netflix is.
JoJo. Netflix only just started showing part four of JoJo,
Yeah, I
and
totally get it though. I'm not that peeved off, but I think uh, I felt a little worse about it because what was it,
Tuesday,
Carol and Tuesday.
yeah.
Uh, it was meant to come out episodically, so every week, because they had a Twitter, or not, they didn't have a Twitter, they had an Instagram account where every episode they'd upload a picture that made it seem like it was happening in real time. But you
Oh,
can't do that with Netflix because if you can't do it periodically because people can binge it
yeah. It's just
in
the
an
big
entire
binge
day.
format, which is the one thing I like about Disney over every other. Well, yeah, I guess Hulu technically does it, but which is why I prefer that over how Netflix does things because Netflix just shoves everything out where like other streaming platforms like they just do it weekly And I mean, I get it because I talk to people and they're like, oh, I'd rather do the whole binging format. And I'm like, I don't know, I prefer the whole, like, come out every Friday.
I agree with people when they say that it kills hype.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not that it can't be, like, popular, because it always is, because people hype up the entire series, but then it kills interactions. Like, I'm in the fandom space, so I know how things sort of, like, go down. And so, at Comic-Con, you have to prepare for when a series the entire activity of a fandom dies in a year. Like, they have a life of a year before people want to move on to the next thing, because people have already watched. Instead of going through months of theories and discussion forums, you now have a series that people talk about immediately, but then it just stops gradually over time, because there's nothing really to look forward to except for, like, maybe an entire year or two until maybe a season 2 comes out, or not.
And then you get, like, the whole... And then some things die, but then there's some people from the fandom that are like, hey, remember that?
Yeah, and it's all like, yeah, I do remember that. Where are
you? Where have you been?
Yeah, I think I remember that from Devilman Crybaby.
Which is...
Like, it exploded in popularity. Like, everyone was talking about it. Then, like, I stopped hearing about it, like, 6 months later.
Yeah, and then and I don't know if you're still a Devilman, if you're a Devilman fan in general, like me. But depending on what, because I started off with the Devilman OVA, where it was the 80s, where it was like just the 80s anime, and it wasn't as dark as Crybaby. It was actually, I wouldn't say it was more toward, I guess it was more towards the comics, because it was just as weird and zany as the manga is.
Is that the end of your thought?
Oh, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I could probably talk forever about fandoms and anime in general, but
depending on
take
who.
Up a lot of time.
I mean, because I used to be like a JoJo. Well, I'm still a JoJo fan. If I see something that, like, even similar to it, I won't be that guy that screams it out. But I will say in my head, "Hey, is that a JoJo reference?"
Well, that's because it became a meme.
Yeah, it became
a
meme, and then everyone started to do, or well, those people started to do it, and then it's like, oh great, you ruined it. Thanks for ruining JoJo, guys.
You know what? I think what's the best idea to end this podcast? A very controversial topic.
Well, what's the very controversial topic?
Is Naruto overrated?
Yes. You know, okay.
Enemy spotted. Go on.
And then I'm gonna gain more clout. Black Clover is what Naruto was originally gonna be, except for the whole not having magic part.
Hold on, explain.
So originally the idea of Naruto, it wasn't gonna be about ninjas. It was gonna be about wizards and using magic. That's why all the jutsus basically act like magic. And the chakra was supposed to be like magical energy. But then the publisher was like, no, wizards aren't a thing. Apparently ninjas were big at the time. Oh. And so the publisher was like, okay, let's change them into ninjas. And then the guy who created Naruto was like, okay, we'll make it ninjas.
Didn't he make a new series? Sorry, that was my cat. Didn't he make a new series that had to deal with magic?
Did he? I don't...
It was had a more fantasy element to it, but it's coming back in a different series. Yeah. I don't know too much about it, so I'm not going to talk about it. So, I heard similarities between Black Clover and Magi, though. Or Maggie. Magi or Maggie.
I don't know. I didn't watch that one either.
I did. It's a ride.
Is Magi the one with the genie?
Yes.
Okay. I tried it. I was like, okay.
Go on.
I was like, okay, this is just another one of those adventure animes, which I get, which I'm like I'm still tired about it.
Okay,
I can't watch.
It screams the era it was made in.
Yeah, it definitely does. Like, I don't know, only because I just watched the live action version of Bleach. I'm like, okay, if I go watch Bleach, I'll probably be like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then it gets to the part where they go into the Soul Society, and I'm like, okay, that's where I dropped off.
Yeah, I get your feeling because I basically watched it because my brother and I made a pact.
Finished it till the
I
end.
showed him the anime I liked. He showed me the anime he liked.
Did you get
So that
invested?
none of us. Well, huh? Go on.
No, I was asking if you got invested.
I did because I made him watch all of Haikyuu, which he thought was gonna be a pretty boy anime and it's just a bunch of ab shots. But boy, was he surprised.
Is that the sports volleyball anime?
It is.
Okay.
It's yeah.
Because I know I got a bunch of anime friends that love Haikyuu.
Haikyuu is amazing, and now he watches it without about it being one of my anime. So now it's just our anime.
Man,
character
it's
development.
weird. I tried showing my sister JoJo, and then she's like, "Okay, this is weird. I hate Dio so much. I'm not gonna watch it anymore." And I'm like, "Yeah, but get past Dio. That's the reason why you gotta hate him. He's a complete scumbag because you have to hate him. He's the bad guy."
Sometimes you just gotta strong arm your siblings into a bet or an agreement.
Surprisingly, I didn't have to because she started watching it again, and I'm like, "Okay, so you enjoying that yet?" And she's like, "Okay, I kind of skipped some parts." In my mind, I'm like, "Oh, why'd you have to skip it?" But it's like, okay, as long as if you get to watch JoJo and then you enjoy it.
Honestly, it had to be like I had to be forced to watch Maggie because there's a lot of scenes in the beginning and a lot of slow parts where I doubt I would have lasted if I wasn't watching it with somebody.
Yeah,
like
I'm
I don't
sure.
think I'd.
I'm pretty same thing.
With what?
Like just like in general with like some shows, because Jeff tried showing me Seven Deadly Sins, and I was watching. I'm like, okay, man, this is kind of like the same thing as like what I've seen from other shonen anime. And then like I literally had to like have him be near me to watch it, because like if he's not around, then it's like, okay, I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, it's like a chore.
Yeah.
Anime shouldn't be a chore, unless you're like a critiquer.
Even that, like, because then once you're a critiquer, then you start BSing what you've watched, and then you
start getting strong opinions, and you lose your way.
You get strong opinions, and then you fake it. You don't even watch it. You don't even watch the damn anime.
You don't watch it, and also avoid telling people what you watched, because then it would lose your street cred.
Well, I'm glad that I'm just building my street cred right now.
All right. Well, it has been
1 hour.
1 hour, wow. But thank you for having me.
I know. Do you have anything else? Any last words, I guess you can say?
I miss Death Note.
But what about live action Death Note? You got live action Death Note.
I do not mess with them.
You mean the fandom or the anime?
The anime, of course.
Oh, well, I mean, it got a continuation.
No, I mean, I thought we were talking about live action. I don't mess with live action. No. I even watched the Netflix version. It was terrible.
I don't know. I haven't watched it. I just know that like they always miscast people.
Just don't.
That's the one thing about live action animes, that like they don't exactly.
I was so ready to like peace out, but I have to air. People are trying to convince me on the TL that a My Hero live action won't be that bad because they have advisors that have worked on it, My Hero to work on it. That is a blatant lie.
From who? Who's the advisors?
I don't know. I'll show you the tweet, but I'm not saying that it's a lie. I'm not saying that information is a lie, but I'm just saying do not get hyped. It will always be bad. It'll never be as good. Why do we let ourselves be deceived and hurt?
Because anime fans are thirsty for more content.
Are they? Are we thirsty enough for this?
Have you seen the anime fans in general?
But My Hero shouldn't need it. It comes out with stuff every year.
Yeah, but we need more. We need more. It's like how Marvel is.
I don't think I can take it. I'm having Dragon Ball live action. I just don't think we can do it, man.
They were supposed to get another live action thing going on that's from anime that's not My Hero, and I forgot what it was. But it was like,
is it anything as ambitious, or is it like sort of closer to Earth?
No, it's something popular. I know that. I don't know. Even when the Japanese did live action, it's not as good.
But like, you believe it more because it's from a country that it was made in,
no,
and
not
also
even that.
Inspired by.
Like how. I don't know. I think America actually hits the ball whenever they try to do something live action of at least with the high budget of something that's like fictional from a
only with monster films.
I mean, Avengers was actually not that bad, except for the writing, but that's just comic book writing in general. I don't know. I guess
I mean like when America tries to do live action from
anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, they could have done Death Note if it was anything. It was focused on anybody but Light in his story.
I mean,
they could have just made an entirely different one.
You know, there's a new Death Note, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, America could have done that. They didn't have to make an already okay and perfect version.
You know, Ghost in the Shell wasn't that bad.
I think that's my idea on live action in general. Just don't.
I mean, Ghost in the Shell wasn't that bad. The only problem was just hiring Scarlett Johansson, who can't actually act like a Japanese lady, not just because of her race, but because she doesn't.
Parents.
Yeah, and even when she was a little girl, they made her Japanese for some weird ass reason.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you didn't watch it then.
Oh my god.
So like she has like a flashback of her little kid self, and it's like a little Japanese girl, and she looks nothing like her. They didn't even try to hide it, and it's weird. Like, man, that's so stupid. And it's like, I only know that they do it because Hollywood is always like, okay, let's hire an actor that people know.
They want a piece of that money.
Yeah, well, that too, but it's like, let's just hire someone that like people know, so that attracts them instead of saying, oh, this is actually an IP that people know about. And surprisingly, Alita Battle Angel did that. The only person I knew was Robert Rodriguez, the director. Yeah, the director of that movie. And then, like, basically, that's the only reason why I went to watch it, and plus because cool robots and cyborgs.
Yeah, there's some franchises where it can work, but even then, with Alita Battle Angel, it was like people didn't really praise it. Like, there were a lot of people who liked it. I don't think it was terrible, but it could never like live up to the hype of the original, which is, I don't know, man.
It's also because, like, I don't know why, but I guess Hollywood doesn't know how to do like actual good shots like you could in a manga or an anime or a cartoon for that matter. Because I will always compare the 2003 Star Wars cartoon to the live action films, where it's like, okay, you guys established that that the Jedi can do this. How come you never do it? Except for, I guess, the last movie.
A lot of things.
It's a lot of things. We can talk about that another day.
Yeah, that's a whole other can of worms. But thank you for having me. It's been a very long conversation.
I mean, it wasn't
But
as
a
long
very
as the
fun
other
one.
conversation. Oof.
A very fun one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Hold on. Um. Okay. I'm gonna try something. Okay. I want you to sing "Time to Go."
What? All right. Time to go.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let me redo it. Time to go.
Go.
Do you want to do it together?
Yeah. Let's do it together. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Time to go.
Time to go.
Perfect.
All right. Apparently, mine can only upload 10 minutes.